Hi, I'm Mona, and if you're here, you found Kaleidoscope Dreams Tarot. This is your extra read all about it for January 24th, 2020. I'd like to add, please do not live your life by the tarot. It is you that creates your own destiny. These may or may not resonate. Please subscribe, like, comment, and share these videos. Also, to my subscribers, welcome back, and to any new subscribers, I'm glad you're here. So grab your coffee and let's get started. These cards are all pre-shuffled. Okay. And I'm going to shuffle one more time so we can get the energy of today's reading for January 24th, 2020. Extra, read all about it. Energy for today is the sun. Yay. Aw. And I just got that song in my head, you know, here comes the sun. So yeah, that sounds good. All right. So somebody is seeing somebody as a positive person, a fun person, right? Somebody who is warm, who has vitality. All right, so let's find out what's going on here. What do we have for January 24th, 2020 for the extra read all about it? January 24th, 2020. January 24th, 2020. Okay. January 24th, 2020. January 24th, 2020. January 24th, 2020. January 24th, 2020. Well, first out we have Judgment in reverse, Page of Swords, and the Three of Wands. So, somebody is going through a little bit something right now. They're not listening to their inner calling, right? Something is just not absolute here. Something is not really, taking form yet. Somebody's watching another person, but they're also waiting for something to come. Because they want to make sure that something comes, and they're watching because, they're still waiting on this thing. They want to make sure that whatever they're watching is not going anywhere. Right? We have the Nine of Swords. No longer in their head, worried about this anymore. Okay, whatever it was that they were stuck in their head about, right? And they have a new faith in this situation. Just right now, they are unable to make a journey or make that fool's journey or take that first step. Most possibly because they're waiting on something, and this is the King of Cups waiting on something, okay? You can't be the king that he wants to be because he's waiting for something to happen. So, what else do we have here for January 24th, 2020? So, we have the Seven of Cups. So instead of being like all up in their head with nightmares, okay, now they're all up in their head with fantasies, possibly options, having a lot of options. And they wanted to talk to somebody. They're unable to make a choice right now on which path they need to take. And they want to give an offer somewhere, but they're not quite able to yet. They're a lot in their head, okay? Not very emotional in this situation. Let me get one more card, please. Let me get one more card, please. Is there anybody else here in this reading? Let me get one more card, please. Let me get one more card, please. January 24th, 2020. There it is. Page of Wands in reverse. So unable to send out a passionate message. Unable to do this, right? So far we have the King of Cups, who is actually, so you could have, this person could have water in their chart with some air in their chart. So right now they're not being very emotional, right? What they're being is logical. They're thinking about how things should be, how they want them to be. They're no longer worried in their head because they kind of got it figured out. Right now, they're just basically fantasizing about it, and they want to send a message, but are unable to at this present time, right? And they are hoping that everything's going to work out and that they're going to choose the right path, right? But they don't seem to be listening to the inner calling, the calling within them that's trying to tell them, hey, we're trying to talk to you, right? So this person just continues to spy, unable to move forward, and this person is definitely wanting to send a message, okay? So basically we have somebody, King of Cups, who's not in his King of Cups mode, but he is in the King of Swords mode. So he could have water prominent in his chart and some air, right? Well, we all have like pretty much all these signs in our charts, I would think, because I know I do. So this person probably has a lot of signs too, but right now, those are the signs that are being displayed. So we have the Four of Pentacles. Somebody's definitely holding on to something, wants to hold on to their money, wants to hold on to a thought, and they are going to fight for this. So it looks like maybe if a judgment has not been made yet, they're going to try and fight for their money. They're fighting for something financial, most likely, and they don't want, okay, and they're fighting with the Queen of Swords with it, okay? So King of Cups fighting with the Queen of Swords about money. So this is why the king is not being very emotional right now, because this could be a legal battle, court battle, fighting over finances, right? Whoops. Whoa. All right. Everything's all over the place. Probably like this court case. Gosh, I don't know if I was holding those to put them down or not, so I'm just going to keep going. So the Queen of Swords is trying to fight for this money too, right? Now, is it her money? I don't even know. Is it her money? Did they make this money together? Okay, there's a message that's going to come in to somebody, possibly the King of Cups / Swords guy, right? And this information that's coming in is going to be about passion that the Queen of Swords was displaying, right? And they thought it wasn't going to be found out, but it was. And now, there it is. Three-party situation. And somebody giving to two. So, it seems that Queen of Swords here was in a three-party situation giving to two. Right? Now, it could be that the Queen of Swords had the King of Cups and the King of Swords in a three-party situation, right? This could be why the King of Cups is in the reverse, because maybe she cut that out because King of Swords found out. And The King of Cups is somebody from the past, right? King of Cups is somebody from the past that she was fooling around with. Okay. And, you know, because of this three-party situation, somebody was left out in the cold, right? But there's no fighting, there's been no communication, no issues between them. There could be a little bit of animosity, but there's not too much going on between these two anymore. Right? What else do we have here? Let me get two more cards for January 24th, 2020. January 24th, 2020, please. January 24th, 2020. One more card. There it is. Okay. So basically, somebody is going to come in with some passionate news for somebody from the past. Okay. They've made their choice. They've made their choice and they want to send this message, right? This passionate message. Okay. It was premature before, so they didn't do it, but now it seems to be safe. Now, I'm taking it that this is what's going on here, since now we have some more cards laid out. This right here, is the King and Queen of Swords, right? The Queen of Swords brought somebody back from the past who happens to be the King of Cups. But because this passionate message was found out, she cut it off, right? She cut it off real quick. But this message still got out. Messages of passion, right? So the King of Cups was up in his head about all this, but is no longer that way because he received that message that, you know, she is entangled with someone else. So he was fantasizing in the past about how, oh, we're going to get together, we're going to be in love, and we're going to be happy. But the message never came in. And now this person is kind of stuck between making a choice and what to do, because he sees that the King and the Queen of Swords are not moving. They're not budging. They're not doing anything. They're still staying together, going strong, right? Now, the King of Cups is hanging on to something, right? He's hanging on to some sort of dream, right? Because he's in that fantasizing state. And he has faith in this situation, and he understands now that, yes, he was put into a three-party situation, and he is the one being left out in the cold this time, right? He may have done that to someone else in the past. I do see him spying on somebody now that this King and Queen of Swords thing is going on without him, right? He's spying on something and he wants to fight for it, whatever this is. And he will definitely be moving towards that situation as soon as his situation clears up, whatever he's going through. Right? So he could actually be here holding this energy of the King of Swords, right? But now he's in his emotional state when he thinks about somebody else, right? So yeah, I'm going to go back to that original idea of this is the King of Cups displaying the King of Swords energy and dealing with the Queen of Swords. But when he's not in that energy and he is in the energy of the King of Cups, he does see he needs to make a choice over a situation because he's being put into a three-party situation. And like I said, he could be going through something right now in regards to his pentacles. So he's trying to keep those two at the same time. Right? because he did receive messages of the Queen, whoever he's with, is, you know, three-party situation action, and he doesn't like it. And she's doing it with somebody from her past. So, let's find out what's next here. He does see somebody as his son, though. But not this person who put him in the three-party situation. No, no. Sure didn't. Who else do we have to show here for January 24th, 2020? Who else do we have here to show? Who else is going to show up in this reading? Who does that King of Cups want to be with? 1, 2. Okay. Okay. So, first we have the High Priestess in the reverse. So there's our first row person. 5 of Cups in the upright. Somebody upset about something. 7 of Rods in the reverse. No more dealing with competition anymore. Temperance. Not dealing with the situation anymore. 8 of Pentacles, working on their finances or their trade or their skill to move forward. What else do we have here? We have the the Tower in the reverse. Okay, so whoever's in this row, their other person is having a Tower moment. 2 of Rods in reverse. Okay, I didn't see this one. 2 of Rods in reverse. No longer seeing this person as their future person, right? Ace of Rods in the upright. Looking at another idea. Oh yes, looking at a new lover. But feeling trapped, right? 3 of Rods in the reverse. It's not coming in as quickly as they want it to. And then Page of Pentacles, new beginning in financial security. So, it seems like this is the High Priestess, but she is not in her High Priestess mode, right? She has decided to stop, you know, stop dealing with this thoughts in her mind, right? Or it could be the other person thinking this, but I think it is the High Priestess. She is the one who had hope in all this situation the whole time, and it didn't work out for her. So what did she do? She just started working on her money then. And now and then, time and time again, she thinks about her lover, the person that she had hoped to be with, the person that she wanted, did not want to feel left out in the cold, but wanted to feel like she was on the right path, right? Seems like that wasn't happening for her. Feeling very sad and upset about her whole situation. So what does she do? She just works. She works and she works. Because she doesn't want to think about this any longer. There, that looks better, right? More space. Okay. And then next here, we don't seem to have... Okay, we have somebody spying. She could be spying on somebody, wanting to fight for a situation because she feels left out in the cold. But a Tower moment has come, so she hasn't really been able to communicate or have an offer from or to this person because they are going through a situation that they are stuck in, that they are trying to get out, right? And the Tower moment has come down. So right now, well, whoever the High Priestess is thinking about, they're not really focused on her because they're going through something in their own life. And they're feeling trapped at this present time, feeling like they can't move. So we have this King of Cups here holding that King of Swords energy, who is, you know, possibly with this Queen of Swords. And it seems that the Queen of Swords is very slow coming on whatever she needs to do to decide a situation, right? She's holding up the whole process. And it has to do with competition. Possibly getting proof that the King of Cups was holding her in a competition scenario, seeing other people. Two of Rods, he doesn't see her as the future, in the future anymore. Because why? Because it wasn't really him. It was her that was putting him in three-party situations, putting him in situations that were not safe or good. And this is from somebody from the past. She was with somebody, or he was with somebody from the past that he's seen his future with. And he had her in a competition state, right? The King of Swords, King of Cups did. The King of Cups, Swords combo guy. And he no longer sees the Queen of Swords as somebody he wants to be in his future. Because of the competition, he felt like he had to compete with other people. And he's no longer waiting for her to to be the woman that he wants her to be. Because she doesn't want to be that woman. She just wants to three-party it all over the place. Right? So he's no longer waiting for her to change. He doesn't see a change in this person. And when it comes to his heart, though, the King of Cups here is thinking about somebody. Somebody that he may have left. Somebody who gave up on waiting for him. She doesn't think about him as often anymore. She's not up at night, or he's not up at night or worried about it, because he feels that he's going to go in with a message of passion to her. But what he's going to actually find out is that there's no balance in their relationship anymore. There's no purpose. Why? She gave up. She gave up on waiting for him. Right? She did not want to be in her head about being an option. And he, the King of Cups, wants to start a new passionate beginning with her, but I'm not sure, you know, he wanted to come in before and say something, but it was too premature. And he knew that he had to make a choice on where to start his new financial security, and he may have went back to somebody from the past, which, you know, kept this high priestess in the reverse, started working, started doing her thing, started making her own magic for her own finances. You know, that could have happened too. But there's a lot of hurt people here, sad people. Queen of Swords, who's with the King of Swords, King of Cups, you know, guy. She's got a lot of options, so she's all over the place. But it does seem like this King of you know, this what am I thinking here? It seems like the King of Cups has been keeping this high priestess as a secret. He thinks of her at night. Right? He thinks of this person at night. And he could have Gemini in his chart. I don't like to say all the names of the charts and stuff because, you know, because we have so many. But if, you know, I can throw some out there, the King of Cups could also have some Sagittarius in their chart, but not being very temperate right now. not being very Sagittarius-like. Sagittarians, they have a lot of passion, like a super amount of passion. They love everyone. But so far, yeah, you know. So that's what's going on here. We have two that are not getting along well. The marriage is crumbling. All right? The marriage is crumbling due to three-party situations. King of Cups is tired of it, doesn't want to be in that anymore, and started reminiscing in the past about possibly the High Priestess. Right? But there's some secrets. There's some secrets here. They might not even be like secrets. Okay? Maybe the High Priestess is not revealing her love for the King of Cups. Right? Keeping that a secret because, you know, the High Priestess keeps secrets. She's the keeper of the hidden knowledge, right? But she's not even dealing with that right now. She just wants to deal with her money. She wants to forget about, you know, this person because he put her out in the cold. And she's very upset about it. But this person seems to be going through something right now. Even though she's feeling left out in the cold and trapped where she's at. Like she can't move. This person that she's dealing with, or who is, you know, in her, you know, story, is going through a tower moment with the Queen of Swords. Because the Queen of Swords is a cheater. Cheating all over the place. Okay. So let's go ahead and pull 4 cards from here and see what we get for this story for January 24th, 2020. January 24th, 2020. Ooh. Well, let me put these out before they all start flipping all over the place. Okay, so the first one was enlightenment. She has been enlightened. Yeah, she understands. She knows what's going on here in this whole situation. Why? Well, first of all, she's the High Priestess, right? But everybody is becoming enlightened. Not just her. Everybody. Feelings between some people here are dissipating. Disappearing. Basically. Because whatever was going on here started on false, you know, feelings for each other. Perhaps they did this because they felt like they would be serviced all the time, right? Or these are two people that provide a service for somebody or for people, for others. And it's kind of turned sour because possibly people were meeting others at work and having relations. And maybe that's against the rules. Of course it is. It's never good to get involved with anyone you work with because it never turns out right. Unless you're a married couple and you go into business together, that's different. But when you get into a business or you start working somewhere and you kind of have interactions with the other employees, this is not a good thing. It will never work out. So, I mean, it might for some people, but on the majority, it's not a good thing. So, there's something, you know, hidden here that everybody's got a secret here today. Everybody's got a secret. All right? Everybody's holding something back. Everybody doesn't want to tell somebody about something, right? So, with the High Priestess, she's enlightened about this whole situation. She knows everything. She's in the reverse, right? But she still has her intuition and her sacred knowledge. She's just not dealing with it right now. Right now, she's just working on her money and trying to forget about this lover that hurt her feelings, that broke her heart, that had her kept out in the cold. She's been enlightened. And now she's just hoping that these feelings that she has for this person is just goes away already. Tired of thinking about this person. Tired. Over it. And just wants to move forward, meet someone else, and be happy with someone else. Because she knows that this person is not going to come. She knows. because he would have at least called her, communicated, but he doesn't. So she's like, screw him. He doesn't care for me enough to even send me a message or even communicate with me. I don't need that. I don't need a relationship with no communication in my life, which is right. No communication, no relationship. Straight up, that's it. So, with this king and queen of swords, they both are in a business together and they provide a service to somebody. But whatever the service is that they provide, somebody went fooling around on the job with employees or customers and put the king of cups, who's in the reverse now in this situation, in this row, he's in the reverse because he's mad, right? And now he's thinking logically, how am I going to get out of this now? I'm in a business with this person. I don't want to be in a business with this person anymore because this person is flighty and sleeping around and just doing the wrong thing. And they're trying to think of how they can stop this situation. Right? So they're going through something right now because they are tied to this person because of employment, business. This King of Cups, though, when he gets into his feelings and he gets into his real self, his heartfelt self, he is thinking about somebody special. Somebody who lingers in his mind that he doesn't speak about. Somebody who he fantasizes about and hopes and dreams and, whatever, who would like to start a new beginning with that person because he knows that that person is the right person, that he has made a mistake. He's just unable right now to actually come in with any kind of messages of financial security because he's still waiting on whatever's going on in his life to end. So this is a situation, right? Okay. And that's basically what's happening. So let's go ahead and find out what the stars say today for January 24th, 2020. Extra, extra. Read all about it. Woo! That's a lot. Okay, whatever. I guess I have to, right? Let's start from the first star. These little stars. Okay. So first we have the word crush. Incentive. Fresh. Dishonorable. Loss. Delightful. Grateful. Fight. And genius. All right. So what I'm seeing here is somebody is feeling absolutely crushed because of this situation. They have done everything in their mind to move forward. They have come up with all kinds of inventions, things to do, whatever they need to do to try and get this crush or this terrible feeling of this crush off their mind. They're wanting something fresh because the last person was a very dishonorable person. They are feeling the loss of this, and they're wondering if they'll ever be able to feel this delightful feeling of love anymore because this person was not grateful for the other person. And there was constant fighting. But somebody is going to come out as a genius, or they're going to feel like a genius, like, oh my gosh, I finally know what's going on. It's like they're going to be illuminated by the sun because they know they've come into enlightenment to what is going on. Because see, even though enlightenment is in this row, everybody gets it. It's for the whole story. Just like the dissipating, just like the service, just like the mysticism. It's all together, tied into one. Because we are a fabric woven together as one, and we just don't realize it, right? We are all one, but we all tend to think separately. All crooked. Okay, anyways. So that's basically what's going on here, right? People so separate, backstabbing each other, not being very nice to each other even, causing a lot of sadness and turmoil in others' lives. And you know, when all that happens, it comes right back to us. Unless you're one of those people who have done good all the time, pretty good person, you know, sure you did a couple things here and there, but it just seems like you're never getting it good. You're never, well, that's you fixing karma. At a certain time of your life, it's all going to go away because you will have dealt with the karma through your lifetime, and all the rest of the karma you have will be good. That's why you see some people, they have a crappy life, and then all of a sudden they're living the lap of luxury because it was a crappy life because they were trying to deal with the past life karmas, right? How did that person pull themselves out of the mud? Well, because they were meant to do that. They were meant to learn these lessons and learn about this karma, and they pulled themselves out and moved forward. And there's going to be a time in that person's life that it's going to be all good karma from here on out because they've dealt with the past karmas, the past traumas. They've pulled themselves out of the mud. They've stood back up on their own 2 feet again, and they moved forward regardless of whatever happened in the past, forgiving everyone and everything, able to move forward victoriously, right? So let's go ahead and flip these over and find out what the letters are. We have the letter B. We have the letter C. We have the letter X. We have the letter P. We have the letter M. We have the letter I. We have the letter W. We have the letter E. And we have the letter V. So you could have these initials in your name. You could have, somebody else could have these initials. You could spell a word possibly. I already see my whole entire maiden name right there. All right. I mean, I can see that, you know, you can spell some words here. So yeah, I do see it. So yeah, these might resonate with you. They might not. But, you know, very interesting reading today. A lot of sad people, but a lot of people figuring things out, becoming enlightened, understanding. So, yeah, today is January 24th, 2020. This was the Extra Read All About It reading. My name is Mona. This is Kaleidoscope Dreams Tarot, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.